How to get slime in Minecraft. If you find a slime chunk and below Y40, slimes can spawn. In both types of swamps, wait for night. If it is a new moon, no slime spawn. If it is midnight, more slime spawn. The best method is actually through ominous trials, which will sometimes throw lingering potions of oozing. How to defeat the camel husk. Unlike the zombie horseman, the camel jockey also has a skeleton, so you can't build up or dig down. The most practical method is to lure a creeper towards the jockey, ignite it, and since camels have higher health, the camel will live with around 1 heart and the husk and parched will die. Netherite horse armor, coral zombie Nautilai, and spear nerfs all in the latest snapshot. First, Mojang nerfed the spear once again. Before you could be 25% of a block off from your target and hit it, but now that's been halved. In warm ocean biomes, the new coral zombie Nautilus will replace the normal zombie Nautilus. The new Netherite horse armor is made like other Netherite gear and gives a whopping 19 armor points. Public service announcement. If you place a copper golem statue in Bedrock Edition before October 20, wait a minute, it's November 6th and you still don't have it. Remember, you'll get it within 30 days after the event ends. The event ends on October 20th, so you'll likely get it before November 19th. What's the most common armor trim in Minecraft? Everyone knows that silence is the rarest, but what's the most common? There are 2 structures that can spawn in a lot of biomes that have trims. The pillager outpost and the ship. Wait, wrong ship. The pillager outpost has a 25% chance to have the century trim, and the shipwreck has a 17% chance to contain the coast trim, making that the answer. How to get copper in Minecraft. You could mine in dripstone caves at Y44, or go to a little structure called a trial chamber. Sword or axe. Ever since 1.9 in Java Edition, an axe has done more damage in return for a slower attack speed. For obtaining an axe is more expensive, requiring 1 extra material and a stick. A sword has a higher damage per second also. However, an axe deals more damage in general, meaning the answer entirely depends on the health of the opponent. What's the most underrated villager in Minecraft? You might think I'm saying the librarian or farmer, but those are perfectly rated. The armorer and blacksmiths are good, but only under the villager trade or balance experiment. The answer is the cartographer, because they can be used to find other villagers, ocean monuments for prismarine, trial chambers for tridents and maces, and woodland mansions for totems of undying. Major updates tier list. Yeah, I brought the series back. Tricky Trials is an immediate A tier. There's the best structure, weapon, and more copper decorations. Trails and Tales, I literally made a video on this A tier. This technically isn't a major update, but it got treated like one with a soundtrack and music discs. Chase the Skies goes in A tier because happy gas are good if you want to make tall structures like mob farms. Caves and Cliffs, both parts go in A tier, you know, copper and fortune working on iron and gold ore. New Snapshot 25W46A. It rearranges spawn eggs in the creative menu to be categorized instead of alphabetized, and zombie horses and camel husks no longer run away when attacking you. What's the most underrated mob in Minecraft? I would say the Phantom because slow falling counters the mace, but without the Phantom we would have a cooler mob and leather repairing elytras. In my opinion, it's the Wandering Trader. Now sure, some of their trades are questionable, but they can be your nearest source of green dye or mangrove wood for more than 7 or 8,000 blocks. Mojang's Corporate Overlord just released the latest 1.21.123 update. It fixed 2 important bugs where memory leak caused insane lag when the improved input latency setting was enabled. Also, this hasn't happened to me yet, but the bug where all textures turn pink when playing for a long time has also been fixed. How to deal with phantoms in Minecraft. If you want phantoms, then craft a new weapon called a spear, and since phantoms are fast enough, you can run into them and damage them with a charge attack. You get in a bed and get out before you skip the night so you can experience the night and no phantoms. What's the worst villager in Minecraft? The shepherd is close but good if you have a wool farm. The leather worker is the worst because its only good trade was the saddle, which is now craftable. Chest or barrel. Before recent updates, a barrel clears a chest every day. It's cheaper and can be opened with a block on top in exchange for not having a double variant. However, ever since copper golems were added, they can only store items in chests, not barrels. So the answer is chests for organized stuff and barrels for random shit. Things in Minecraft that should be removed. First, the brown leather overlay. Want to have special armor? Nope. It was added so players can distinguish between other types of armor and similarly colored leather armor. But who is getting confused? The blindness effect. It's a good concept on paper, except you can't sprint or critical hit. When is vibrant visuals coming to Java? Mojang just released, and by that I mean a month ago, an article saying they're splitting the game's code, one for Minecraft itself and the other for only rendering. Minecraft is a very large game and Java Edition is very laggy, so a possible date will be around 1 year after it came to Bedrock Edition, June 2026. Earlier this month, I made a video saying the copper cape will be received by November 19th. Well, it's November 18th and I still don't have it. I've literally conducted more research in trying to see if I can get the copper cape than I have on some essays. So if I don't get it today when this video airs, I am not going to be happy. When is Minecraft 1.22 Part 2? In a recent stream, Mojang employee Cornerhard stated that a game drop will not be 1.22 because the community will expect the update to be bigger than 1.21. However, this doesn't mean 1.22 will never happen. In a past stream, a different Mojang employee Ulraf stated Mojang is currently working on a very big update. So my guess is that the previous part still stands. How to recover deleted world on Bedrock Edition. After the 1.21.120 update, many worlds were seemingly deleted. However, they may be recoverable. Head to this path and, if you're lucky, you'll find your old worlds in the folder Minecraft Worlds. Minecraft mobs that get slandered by the media. Villagers and wandering traders. Villagers haven't had bad trades for more than 6 years, and wandering traders can give you stuff that isn't available in your area. The camel. I see almost no one use this, yet its leap attack allows you to jump across rivers faster than horses. Phantoms also get slandered. If you get 3 matching wool blocks and 3 planks of any type, you can craft a bed. Place it down and right click it. Problem solved. What's the most common wood in Minecraft? If you said oak, birch, or spruce, then sadly you are only 1/3 correct. What's the most useless ore in Minecraft? You could say copper, but that means you live under a rock. Amethyst is close but can be used to duplicate a lace and craft tinted glass. The narrow answer is lapis. Its carry is enchanting and giving experience upon being mined, which is always a plus. However, the worst part about it is that it's blue. There is a way to get custom capes on Java Edition. Don't worry, this is completely legal. First, go to this path. You'll find a bunch of these folders, delete them or move them somewhere else. Then close the game, equip the cape you want to retexture and reopen, and then close right after. Go back to the skins folder and you'll see 2 folders. One of them is your skin and the other is your cape. Change the cape texture to have a .png suffix into what you want. Remove the .png suffix when you're done. Then reopen the game and you'll see your new cape. Java or Bedrock? Literally the most controversial question in Minecraft. Bedrock takes a lead with the ability to play on it at any time and being cheaper. It is also much easier to play with free, and I don't know what that is, than on Java Edition. However, if you're an introvert, then Java is better as it is more technical. It's simple to create resource packs, data packs, and even mods if you know what you're doing, and don't forget the ability to clear chat and easily change game mode. The answer is I'm fence sitting. What's the best food in Minecraft? The worst food is pufferfish, obviously. If you take the ratios of saturation to hunger, the obvious answers are golden carrots, golden apples, and god apples. If counting the length the food will last, the answers are steak, pork chop, and saturation stew. The golden carrots are not too far behind. Density or breach? The 1.21 update gave 2 enchantments to the mace, density and breach, both exclusive to each other. Density increases the damage based on how high you fall, and breach ignores armor. The answer is density clears all day. Literally no mobs wear armor, and if they do, it's super rare. What's the fastest method of transportation in Minecraft? Literally nobody would think a boat backwards on land going 0.24 blocks per second. You might think an elytra while constantly using fireworks going 33.5 blocks per second. If you're really in depth, there's also swimming with Dolphin's Grace, Depth Strider 3, Speed 2, and Soul Speed 3, and Soul Swale while going diagonally 147 blocks per second. However, if you have an elytra, a trident with Riptide 3, and inhumane precision, you can go a whopping 632 blocks per second.